And this is exactly what Donald Trump said. He said that the United States would have been in danger. So you don't believe Donald Trump?
I don't believe Donald Trump, and I also think as an Israeli, you should pause before using the phrase terror regime, since you live in a country that just murdered thousands of children in Gaza.
Tucker Carlson just walked into the lion's den, and I have a feeling all of you are going to want to see this. Tucker Carlson went on Israeli Channel 13, on their own television network, and looked them dead in the eye. He said Israel is not a democracy, that it murders children, on their network. The interviewer had no answer. Check this out.
The United States would cave in to Iran terror regime that controls now also the Hormuz passway and the terror ring that it created in the Middle East. Maybe it would be even worse for any citizens in the world, not only in Israel, but also in the United States. And this is exactly what Donald Trump said. He said that the United States would have been in danger. So you don't believe Donald Trump?
I don't believe Donald Trump, and I also think as an Israeli, you should pause before using the phrase terror regime, since you live in a country that just murdered thousands of children in Gaza. We should all pull back a little bit on the rhetoric that. I'm not defending Iran, but I'm just saying
even the fact
terror
that you want
regime.
me
It's a little hard to hear that from an Israeli right now. I have to say
that you want me to make an equation between democratic government that's acting maybe not to your taste, but from self-defense, to a terror regime in Iran that is terrorizing its own citizens, that hanging people, gay people from cranes, with the Islamic extremist Sharia, to a democratic country that's abide by international law of self-defense. It's ridiculous. Do you think that Israel and Iran is on the same equation? Really?
I don't think Israel and Iran are the same.
That's what you're saying.
By many measures,
this is exactly why.
I can totally
this is why
people
are saying that you're targeting only Israel, and by that.
Well, of course, I'm not targeting anybody. Okay. I don't have a military. I'm a podcaster, so I don't target people. What I'm saying is true, which is Iran's behavior, the government of Iran's behavior, is in some cases disgusting to me and immoral. But the behavior of the Israeli government in Gaza is disgusting and immoral. And of course, Israel's not a democracy in any sense. There are millions of people who live under Israeli control who cannot vote, right? And so if the West Bank, Judea and Samaria and Gaza, or whatever we're calling these places, which Israel has controlled since 1967, have people living in them who have no control over the government that controls their lives, which is true. It's not a democracy. So let's just drop the talking points. I agree with you on self-defense. I don't think killing children is self-defense. It never will be. And no amount of recounting the legitimate atrocities of October 7th will ever get me to accept this behavior from the Israeli government, from the US government, from the Iranian government, or any government. It's always wrong. And Israel doesn't like to acknowledge the existence of universal principles that apply to everyone equally. That's why they're principles, not preferences. And Israel, again, which I've always liked as a country, has a lot of civilized, decent people living there to this day, has to acknowledge that principles are universal. They apply to everyone, even you, even me. My government, your government, every government. But you won't acknowledge that. It's always like, oh, Iran's bad. Yeah, Iran's bad. But your behavior is bad too.
Let's break down really what happened here. The interviewer couldn't defend it. They tried, they stumbled, they failed. Because the reality is, Tucker wasn't saying something radical. He was saying what millions of Americans already believe. And when the biggest audience in conservative media challenges the entire narrative on Israeli soil, on their own network, that is not a small moment. That is a turning point. I'm not joking when I say this. For decades, no American conservative would dare say what Tucker just said. The rules for thee, but not for me era may finally be ending. The Israel lobby, furious. The American people, watching. Take a look at this.
Free Palestine!
שקט. טובה. עבודה טובה. ברוכים הבאים לישראל, אנחנו בעלי הבית. ככה צריך. עם ישראל חי. עם ישראל חי. כן.
זיכוי, כל המטרה כאן זה לראות שאין אנשים בתהליך.
לא להתרגש מהצעקות שלהם, לא להתרגש.
Yeah. So, according to them, they have the most moral army in the world, and apparently, this video is just your eyes lying to you. And this is what's on camera. So imagine the camera, off. No amount of Hasbara or hijacked American propaganda can justify this behavior. These are not moral or civilized people whatsoever, and definitely shouldn't be calling anyone else a terrorist. Anyways, drop your opinion in the comments below, and we will see you all in the next video, right here on Political Lens.